Let me ask you something. When was the last time you heard an entire city described as a hidden paradise and realized it's not just hype? Because right now, something wild is happening in Australia. Tens of thousands of people are quietly packing up their lives and heading west. Not to Sydney, not to Melbourne, but to a place most outsiders once ignored. Perth. A city once called the world's most isolated capital. But today, it's become the place everyone wants to be. So, what's going on? Why is Perth suddenly on everyone's radar, from digital nomads to millionaires to families chasing a better life? Stick around, because what's happening in Perth right now might just make you rethink where you want to live next. And if you've ever dreamed of starting over somewhere that actually feels like freedom, this story's for you. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from, and would you ever move to Perth? I'm curious who's thinking about it. Alright, let's get into it. Perth's transformation didn't happen overnight. For years, it was that faraway city most people only heard about in geography class, the one sitting on the edge of the Indian Ocean, cut off from the rest of the country by a desert the size of a small nation. But right now, Perth is booming. In the past couple of years, it's recorded the fastest population growth in all of Australia. Not just from locals, but from people overseas, young families from Sydney and Melbourne, and professionals chasing a calmer, more affordable life. Official data shows that Western Australia's population growth is the highest it's been in over a decade, fueled by overseas migrants and interstate movers who are done with city chaos. And the reasons? Let's just say, they go way beyond sunshine and beaches, because for a growing number of people, Perth feels like the last city where life still makes sense, where work, space, and peace can coexist. But that's only the beginning. The real reason everyone's heading west? It starts with opportunity. You've probably heard of the mining boom that once made Western Australia a powerhouse. Well, it's happening again, but this time it's not just about digging minerals. Perth's economy is exploding with clean energy projects, tech startups, and major infrastructure investments. The government is pouring billions into innovation zones, transport upgrades, and sustainable industry. From mining engineers to solar technicians, software developers to renewable energy scientists, Perth's job market is on fire. One local report described it perfectly. It feels like the calm before a global storm, only Perth is already awake. What used to be a sleepy coastal city has become one of Australia's top cities for career growth, especially for people priced out of Sydney and Melbourne. And yet, somehow it doesn't feel overcrowded. There's room to breathe, literally. Here, rush hour actually ends. People finish work, and within 20 minutes, they're at the beach, watching the sunset melt into the water. And that's when most people realize they didn't just move for work, they moved for life. Before I show you what that life actually looks like, do me a quick favor. Comment freedom if you'd trade chaos for calm. I want to see how many of you feel the same way. Because once you see what Perth offers, you might just start packing your bags. Here's the part that makes most people jealous. Imagine waking up to a sky so blue it feels photoshopped. You grab your bike and ride along the Swan River, passing people jogging, paddleboarding, or just sipping coffee by the water. 15 minutes later, you're watching golden beaches stretch for miles. Cottesloe, Scarborough, Trigg, each one more perfect than the last. Perth has over 19 beaches along its coastline, and every single one looks like a screensaver. No crowds, no chaos, just space, sun, and a sense of balance that's getting harder to find anywhere else. Locals say life here feels uncomplicated, and they mean it. You don't need a weekend getaway to feel free. The entire city feels like one. From cycling paths that trace the river, to hidden walking trails through Kings Park, to outdoor gyms and riverside dining, Perth has built an entire lifestyle around movement, nature, and calm. You can surf in the morning, work in the city by noon, and sip wine at a sunset bar in the evening, all without ever hitting gridlock. That blend of urban comfort and natural beauty is what's making people fall in love. And if you're thinking, it sounds too perfect? Well, you're right. Because under all that sunshine, there's another side of Perth most people don't see. A side that's forcing everyone to rethink whether this dream can actually last. But that's where the story gets even more interesting. Here's where the story takes a twist. Because while everyone talks about how affordable Perth is, the truth is, that window is closing. In 2025, Perth's housing market hit one of its wildest phases in history. Cash buyers snapping up homes in hours. Locals losing bidding wars before they can even book an inspection. And new builds? Some have been delayed for years. According to a recent ABC report, one buyer described it as insanity. Perth was supposed to be the affordable escape. Now it's turning into a frenzy. Why? Because the demand is outpacing supply faster than anyone expected. People are moving in quicker than homes can be built, and developers are struggling with labor shortages and skyrocketing construction costs. Even rental prices, once a fraction of Sydney's, have jumped dramatically. But here's the catch. Even with all that, Perth is still cheaper than the East Coast giants. You can still rent a full house for the price of a Sydney studio. You can still own land near the beach, something unthinkable in Melbourne. So yes, the dream costs more now, but compared to everywhere else, it's still within reach. That balance, between just affordable enough and too good to last, is what's creating this gold rush energy. Everyone wants in before the door closes, and that rush is changing everything. If you've ever lived in a city that felt too expensive to breathe, you'll understand why people are taking the risk. Tell me in the comments, would you move if it meant finally being able to own a home? Because for many, that question is the entire reason they chose Perth. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Every paradise has its pressure points. Perth's population boom has brought something locals are starting to feel: strain. Longer waiting lists for rentals, crowded schools, even the occasional power struggle between longtime residents and newcomers changing the city's rhythm. There's tension between growth and identity. Developers are turning older neighborhoods into modern high-rises. Locals complain about losing the Perth feeling, that calm, spread-out lifestyle. Others argue it's evolution, progress, the price of success. And then there's the quiet controversy: affordable housing conversions. Reports surfaced of developers converting public housing into private property, sparking protests and frustration from residents who felt pushed aside. It's the kind of growing pain no one wants to talk about, because it challenges the idea of Perth as a perfect escape. But here's the irony. The very thing that made Perth so desirable, that open, peaceful lifestyle, is what's now at risk. Still, most people agree on one thing. They'd rather deal with Perth's growing pains than return to the stress they left behind. And honestly, that says a lot. If you've ever lived somewhere that felt like it was swallowing you whole, too fast, too noisy, too expensive, you get it. Perth's problems feel human, manageable. But that's not the end of the story, because what's happening next might completely redefine what Perth looks like within a decade. While everyone's talking about beaches and sunsets, the real transformation is happening behind closed doors. The Western Australian government is quietly engineering one of the biggest urban makeovers in the country. Projects like Metronet, a multi-billion-dollar expansion of Perth's rail and transport system, are connecting distant suburbs, cutting commute times, and opening up areas that used to feel too far. It's not just transport, it's strategy. The city is pushing for sustainability and innovation, cleaner energy, smarter urban planning, and even AI-driven traffic systems. Massive investments are also flowing into education and tech hubs, making Perth a magnet for startups and young professionals. That's what makes this city different from the classic boom and bust towns. This time, they're building for longevity, and people can feel it. New cafes, co-working spaces, and art scenes are popping up in suburbs that used to be sleepy. Cultural festivals are drawing international crowds. Even tourism is evolving, no longer just about nature, but about culture and creativity. Perth's becoming more than a lifestyle. It's becoming a statement. A city proving that calm doesn't have to mean boring, and growth doesn't have to mean chaos. But wait, the wildest part of this story isn't what Perth is becoming. It's who's moving there, and what that says about the future of city life. Now here's where it gets interesting, because it's not just one type of person moving to Perth, it's everyone. When you walk through the heart of the city today, you can literally feel the shift. Young professionals chasing opportunity, families craving space, entrepreneurs escaping burnout, even retirees looking for peace by the ocean. But it's the stories behind these moves that make Perth's rise so fascinating. Like the young couple from Sydney who sold their tiny apartment and bought a 4-bedroom house near the beach, with money left over.
Or the software developer from India who said, "In Perth I found balance, I work hard, but I live better."
Or even the Melbourne bartender who moved for a 6-month job and stayed for 3 years, saying, "This city slowed me down in all the right ways."
It's not just migration, it's transformation of people and perspective. Perth has become a magnet for anyone tired of trading time for survival. And that's what makes this movement so different from the rest. Because people aren't just looking for better paychecks anymore, they're looking for better lives. And Perth somehow offers both. If you've ever felt stuck, burnt out, or like your city forgot how to breathe, drop a comment. I need that Perth peace. Because maybe, deep down, that's what we're all looking for. Every major city has a rhythm, fast, slow, or somewhere in between. But Perth? It's rewriting the rhythm entirely. Think about it. Most cities grow by sacrificing something. Nature for concrete, calm for chaos, community for competition. But Perth is proving you can build a modern city without losing your soul. Here, skyscrapers rise beside nature reserves, office workers eat lunch under palm trees, and weekend plans sound more like therapy sessions than to-do lists. People surf before meetings, they take sunset walks after work, and that mix of ambition and peace is what's making the world notice. Global travel blogs now rank Perth among the most livable cities on Earth. It's drawing not just Australians, but people from across Asia, Europe, and North America, all chasing a balance they can't find elsewhere. And maybe that's what this story is really about. Not just why people are moving to Perth, but what they're moving away from. Because when you strip away the stress, the traffic, the noise, you realize people don't just want more money. They want more moments. Moments where you can actually hear yourself think. Moments where the air smells like the ocean. Moments that make you remember life isn't supposed to be a race. And somehow Perth is giving people permission to slow down, without falling behind. But there's one more twist in this story, something few people are realizing as they move west. Perth isn't just changing, it's leading. What's happening here could be a glimpse into the future of urban life. Cities everywhere are starting to crumble under their own weight. Rent crises, overpopulation, burnout. But Perth is quietly proving that a city can grow smarter, not just bigger. By investing in clean energy, expanding public transport, and protecting green space, it's setting a new example. It's saying, you don't have to choose between opportunity and peace. And that message is resonating globally. Urban planners are watching Perth. Investors are eyeing it. Even people who never thought of moving are suddenly Googling, what's life really like in Perth? It's no longer that city on the edge of nowhere. It's becoming the city on the edge of the future. So whether you move there or not, Perth's story is a reminder that it's still possible to live in a place where city lights meet starlight, where the day ends with an ocean breeze, and where life feels a little less rushed and a lot more real. So here's the question that matters now. If you had the chance to start over, to live somewhere calm, sunny, and full of promise, would you take it? Because that's what everyone moving to Perth is really doing. They're not just chasing a city, they're chasing clarity, and maybe, just maybe, that's something we've all been missing. So tell me, what would your Perth look like? Where would you go if you could start fresh? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read everyone. If you made it this far, I already know you're curious about life beyond the noise. So hit that subscribe button, because we're diving into more hidden cities, dream lifestyles, and the places quietly rewriting the rules of modern life. And as always, stay curious, stay inspired, and maybe, start looking west.